anything that is outside of God's truth, we grab it. We take it captive. We make it prisoner. We corral it. We make it obedient to Jesus Christ. We will not allow anything that is inconsistent with God's word to continue to live on in our minds. My family and I lived in Houston, Texas for, there's my family, 20 years. And while we were there, we became enthralled with the Houston Rodeo. Let me tell you, it is a big deal. It's like this huge 3-week ordeal. I mean, it's gigantic. The second largest one on the circuit. You can just Google image Houston Rodeo and you'll see what I'm talking about. But they play in NRG Stadium. It's where the Houston NFL team plays. Just packed. These people are watching these Cowboys. You're sitting and you're in the stands and you're watching these Cowboys, riding the bucking Broncos and the raging Bulls, and you're just sitting there and you're amazed by them. But out in the middle of it all are these rodeo clowns, right? And I had always thought to myself, I could be a rodeo clown. Like, I could totally do that because I am such a clown. And that it would totally work out perfect for me if I could do that. Like, I thought I could always be like a mascot or something in some sports franchise. And that just seems like that would suit me fine. And we're sitting there and we're watching these guys. And these guys, when they're on the bull, they have to hold on for 8 seconds. And believe me, it sounds like 8 seconds, no big deal. No, it's really hard. And most of the guys are just thrown off. And when they're hurled off of the bull, that's when the fun starts. And that's when the rodeo clown's job begins. That's when I realized I cannot be a rodeo clown. That is crazy. No, that is so dangerous and scary. These guys have to corral this massive 1-ton bull away from hurting anybody. And his only thing that he wants to do is hurt people. And their job is to corral him and put him up. And I was thinking to myself, that's exactly what you and I need. We need rodeo clowns in our mind. That's what we need. Because what you and I have is this enemy that is trying to come at us angrily and hurt us by dropping and depositing these terrible things that are inconsistent with God's word into us. And you and I, we've got to corral them. You and I, but anytime we begin to wander off and we have these thoughts that are inconsistent with God's word, you and I are going to start thinking, rodeo clown, and we are going to capture that. Can you do that with me? Rodeo clown. And we are going to capture that thought. So when these things start happening in our lives, when we're like, oh man, this is, you know what, I'm just never going to be able to change. This is just no way. Rodeo clown. And we're going to capture that thought. This is just the way that I am. You don't understand. I can't do anything. I'm always angry. Rodeo clown. We're going to capture that thought. No longer are we going to allow something that is inconsistent to continue on in our minds. Think, what is it? Rodeo clown. That's what we're going to do.